Hey.
Got him.
Yeah. Yep. I love it when we're about to record and Mitch throws me something and says something off the wall, and I'm like, hey, where? So that's kind of where we're starting now. Hey, podcast people, people
Hello.
who listen to us, welcome to Mitch and Mike's voiceover journey episode. Gosh, I think this is like episode 18, 19, something like that.
I think it's 18, yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Old enough
you were saying
to-
you were talking to a podcast guy, and he said we're already, more successful than 80% of the people who start podcasts.
Yeah, he was saying he read an article about, most people quit after 5, I guess. That's the pretty standard stopping point when they don't get listeners.
Well, we're
Nothing's
still
stopping
going
us.
in spite of not having a ton of listeners, but we appreciate those of you who are, because we are getting some. I mean, if there were 0 downloads, we might look at this and go, maybe, maybe we need to pivot and think of something else. But we are getting some downloads, so appreciate y'all out there who are actually enjoying us.
Shout out to Bill Ancio, who said he's definitely going to listen.
Yeah, baby, Bill. Love you, Bill.
Killer Bill, he's great. I don't know why he's just all of a sudden Killer Bill. It's a movie, Kill Bill, maybe.
It is. It's
That
2 of
could
them,
be.
in fact.
It's 2 movies, even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's Killer Bill, though. He's like super cool, rad Bill.
Yep.
And shout out to David Rosenthal, who gave our little podcast here a little blast on a meeting recently. I was like,
Hey.
wow, that's super nice. I think
Very
it was
nice.
because he thought he was going to get on, and we're, dude, you can't.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were going to have him on last week, which we put these together and we published them about a week and a half later. So we were going to record one last week, but this doggone thing called Hurricane Helene blew through, and I won't go into specifics about my day job, but I respond to things like that. And so I was caught up in 12 to 14 hour days, arranging for relief supplies to get to our folks in Asheville and Augusta and all of that. But by the way, fun fact, I now have a contact at Augusta National Golf Course. So if I ever want to play where they play the Masters, not like I play golf anymore, but
Right.
yeah.
You go walk around.
Yeah,
Just
well, I
take
have a
people's
free
balls.
lunch waiting for me if I ever make it there. So.
Wow.
But yeah, so
I
it was.
hate to. Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, so we had to cancel on David, and we will definitely have him. He's up to being on. He's excited for us, and we will definitely
Easter
have
egg.
David Rosenthal on sometime in the near future.
Yeah. I think we have that day planned. And I hate to put you on blast here, Mike, but I'm going to tell everybody your day job as alligator wrangler.
Yes,
Because I know alligators are running wild where these...
they with all that flooding, there's alligators everywhere in North Carolina, and I had to be flown up there because of my specific set of skills and wrestle some of them, and that's how I got this here scar.
Oh, gosh, no.
No, that would
Your
be
healed
fun though.
already?
That would be fun for the listening audience if they were like, "What he wrestles alligators? That's neat." But no,
that would be very
I don't do
cool,
anything
actually.
nearly as exciting as that, but
yeah, and it's cool that you get to help, and I that's terrifying what they're going through.
Yeah.
There's stuff that happens here, tornadoes every now and then, but nothing that terrifying.
No.
So,
and I
it's
will
gotta
say
be
this:
scary.
I mean, like you said, I mean, it is tough. I mean, it's been a heck of a couple of weeks. We got another one. By the time people listen to this, we'll know what happened with Milton. But it's devastating stuff. It's hard work. It's hard, to deal with it and get everything arranged you need to. But I heard great things from people on the ground that I was working with and working for, and just things that made me, I don't know if I've told you this, but I'm an emotional guy. And so there were a couple times I got an email or a text where I got choked up, and I'm like, this is why I do what I do. So that said, I would love to do this full time and not have that kind of stress, but
Get more choked up.
Yes.
In different ways, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like, Hurricane Milton is going to set the building on fire.
I was told I could play my music from 9 to 11 if I keep it down low.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty
I've been
pissed
seeing
you
all
stole
those
a
memes
stapler.
of,
Okay.
Milton,
I
we
didn't know
don't
there
have
were
your
memes.
stapler. Yeah.
I thought I came up with that.
No, I've seen a lot of them.
Gosh darn it.
Yep.
Mike,
Yes.
what the heck were we really going to talk about today?
Well, we were going to talk about
Not
something
hurricanes.
that you and I have done some of in the voiceover world, and that will continue to pop its head up and continue to be kind of a part of what we do, and that is pro bono work that we do not get paid for.
Okay, I was going to
And,
have you explain what that meant.
Yeah, yeah, it's basically passion projects or things that people need and ask you for, and you out of the goodness of your own heart decide to do. And for we'll talk about it as well. Can also be a strategy, especially for people like us that are getting started in the industry. Can be a strategy to maybe make some relationships and find some jobs in the future. So
That's for sure.
Why don't you talk a little bit about you and some of the work you maybe have done and why you chose to do it?
Yeah, when I first started, I didn't have a ton of training yet, so I was still in training mode. But it was suggested that I might get out there on the casting call club, and then there was another casting site. I can't remember. It might have even been Backstage, but I don't think so. And they had casting, and there's so much free work on there. Passion projects, kids making stuff, anybody. Some people just have live Minecraft things where you play a character and play Minecraft. They record it and put it on YouTube. There's so much content to be had out there. And the reason I did it was because I didn't even know if I could audition and get any work. So it felt like, why not audition and get something and learn how the process works and learn everything like that. So to start off, I got a woman was making stuff out of The Sims.
Uh-huh.
She would take that programming and make her own movie. Full-length movies. It was insane.
Wow.
Now, at that point, I wasn't very good at acting by myself in a booth. So if you listen to it, I'm not acting to anything. I'm acting in a vacuum, as, we kind of are.
Yeah.
And then it started getting better, more interesting pro bono work where the cast was a little stronger. And then my first pro bono job turned into a paid job because he realized that I had enough lines in the thing to be on that level. And that's kind of where it started, where I was like, oh, I can get paid for this. And that was my first Fallout mod. And now I'm even doing some pro bono stuff, which is, one specifically. It's called Leo Braun. It's horror audio drama. We've got some other hot people on there. Jim Frank, Terry Briscoe to be a few, and written by...
they have their own little podcast there. What is it, the Microphone Insider? Is that what it is?
Microphone Insider, I believe, I believe that is their podcast. Shout out Microphone Insider.
Yeah.
High five from way over where you guys are. They're on the East
Jim,
Coast, I bet.
I met Jim at One Voice. He's a very big, boisterous man.
He's a boisterous
he's a lot of fun.
guy.
He's a lot of fun. Good guy.
You like your boisterous people.
I do. Yeah. Somehow I just find them and they find me. Maybe because I'm big and loud and boisterous. I don't know.
You guys are just like,
You just congregate. Hey, here.
I wear fedoras. No.
That's pretty much a prerequisite. A fedora or a hat with your name on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a hats guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I just need to get one printed up with my name.
It sounds like you might have stumbled into something yourself.
Yeah, well, a little bit less. You were doing things and trying to figure this out on your own, and were able to find some things that you could do, and led to some better things, and also led to you going, hey, I get paid for this.
Yeah.
I started out with Global Voice Acting Academy. I had never tried anything, done anything, and I just had a consult with David, and I'm like, look, do I have it or do I not? And he said, yeah, I think you should pursue it. So I did, and here I am. So different avenue, but in the course of trying to find paid work, you get on the things, right? You get into Facebook groups, you get on the casting call, Twitter feeds and stuff like that, and in the Discords and places that people post stuff. And so occasionally something will come up where you're like, yeah, a lot of the stuff that comes up and says, hey, it's free. Most of it's like, I don't know that I would have ever chosen to do the stuff that you did, the Minecraft videos and the whatever.
I didn't do the Minecraft one, but yes.
The Fallout mod, yeah. But and maybe I should, or maybe that's something to consider and look at in the future. But I mean, this one, and it's really funny the way it works out because I joined a couple of Facebook groups that other voiceover actors I know and respect were in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, let me try this out. And I got into one, and I swear it was just spam after spam after spam after spam. Obvious stuff where, short, simple posts saying, I have this, DM me. And very, very obvious that these were not legit. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting out of here. Right before I did, I saw this woman post that she was looking for Christian voiceover actors to do, to do some work for this project that she's doing, and I thought that sounds interesting, and it sounds a lot more legit than anything else I've seen on here. So I shot her a DM, and then I got off that that Facebook group. And we got a working relationship, and I'm doing some stuff for her. So,
can you leak anything about what it is?
I mean, not. I did sign an NDA, so I can't give away too much because
I see.
This project she probably won't be producing it until sometime next year.
Okay.
But it's biblically based, and it's Bible stories basically. Doing characters for Bible stories, so it's a long book. It's near and dear to my heart, and it's a lot of fun because it is character work, and so I get to come up with goofy voices and goofy characters, and I'm doing quite a handful for her. But it's good stuff, and I feel good about it, and so it's like I know she doesn't have the budget to pay, so she's trying to get people, and she's been just thrilled with me and the stuff I've provided her, and so I feel really good about being involved.
That's exciting.
And maybe down the road it'll lead to something paid, or maybe it'll just be a good relationship where she continues to have these projects that don't have a budget, but she's really passionate about getting off the ground, and I feel good about being involved. So
let me ask you this.
Yes.
When I first started out, the fact that the director even liked what I did felt like a little bit of payment. It was, especially when I wasn't getting any. I was like, oh, someone likes this?
Yeah. And it's been great because I've gotten nothing but positive feedback from her about the things that I've provided her.
That's cool.
I shot her some samples. I'm like, she said, here, I'd like you to do these scripts if you can. And I shot her some samples. I'm like, okay. And I gave her like 3 voices per character. Just read a few lines to give her a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And said, let me know if you want me to rework some of these if they're not working. And she was like, yes. And she's, if I have to choose, I like number 2 for this one, and I like your 3rd one for this. And so, she's been thrilled with what. And then I've gotten her some full script reads for some of the scripts. And I said, if you need me to do pickup work, if you need me to re-record anything, just let me know. And she's been so far so good. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
what a blast! So
very fun.
Do you think you would be looking for more, or it would have to really be special for you to do something else?
I mean, yeah, along that line, I know I'm going to be doing some stuff for my church. So I'm talking to, some other guys about, some media ministry and stuff like that. So that's going to be cool if we can get it off the ground and do some things. But as far as like stuff I find elsewhere, Yeah, it'll depend on the project. I know, you and I both tried out for something that is, is a pro bono passion project, but there was a
Yes,
reason
indeed.
we auditioned for it, and that was because it's being produced by none other than Kristen Paiva.
Hello.
And yeah, and so she's a big name in the industry, and become friends with her, and
Yeah, she's also a blast.
she
So
is
if I
she
get
is
to
a
talk
hoot.
to her more, that's
She
pretty
is a
cool.
hoot. I love talking to her. She's just out there, and and she's coaches with GVAA as well. I was able to get into one of her sessions. I met her. One boy has friended her on the social medias and stuff, and she posted this, and it's hilarious because I joked her about stalking her because literally I saw when she posted it first on Facebook, and I was the first person
Yeah.
to comment. Oh, I'm really interested in this. And then I happened to flip over to LinkedIn, a little bit later,
Yeah.
not because I was looking for it, but because and it was the first thing up
Yeah.
there, and I'm like, hey, hello,
I'm the guy, I'm the guy,
LOL,
yeah.
I'm not stalking you, I just happen to be seeing these, and then so, and then when she posted that it was, because it was like an announcement, and then when she posted that it was live, with the links to submit your stuff. I was the first one to comment on that one, and I'm like,
Oh,
seriously,
boy.
I'm outside your window. No,
Just perfect timing.
yeah, it just was. So I hope
Considering
I
I think
wasn't
she's in a
annoying
different
to her,
time zone.
and I hope I did good work. And
I would assume she's more pumped that people are excited about it
yeah.
than anything.
Well, and that's
Um,
the thing too, is there's a lot of big names that are excited about it as well. So
Right.
a lot of people are jumping at the chance to work with Kristen on a project, even though they're not getting paid. So
Right. Big names like Gunnar Reddy.
yeah, big names
He's
like
out
Gunnar
there.
Reddy, big names like Jim Frank.
Jim Frank trying to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great. Man. I've been hoping some more horror stuff would cross my path, some more like really in the nitty gritty of horror would cross my path. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe something like that'll take off. That's something, because that ends, right? Generally it ends
Yeah, it's the beginning of
before
October.
Halloween.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
you could put a little bit in on that. But yeah, we like being paid, Mike. I think we enjoy that a lot.
Yeah. That's usually the, I would say, if I was to compare not getting paid with getting paid,
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather get paid.
You're thinking about getting paid? Okay.
I would like to, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I never compared the two really, but now that you're saying something,
Now that
money.
it's in your head, I've given you
Yeah.
something to consider and to think about. Getting paid
If you
might
could
be a
hear
good thing.
the tin can that is my head and the
Yeah.
1/4 in there, yeah, it's rattling around in there.
All that to say,
Yeah.
though, I think that the bottom line there is it's okay to do pro bono stuff. It's not a bad thing, but you got to really want to, and you got to also be able to do the things that will get you paid. So if you have the time and you have the ability, and you really feel passionate about the thing you're doing, more power to you.
For sure. And
Now-
if you're a hobbyist, of course.
Yes,
Do
of
whatever
course.
the
Yeah,
heck
if you
you
just do it.
want forever.
And yeah, until I start getting paid a lot. I mean, this really is right now just a hobby. But
Right.
I am a professional. I will say that I am. I have people corrected me on that before. Where no, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
you're not a struggling voiceover actor, or you're not an amateur. You are a voiceover actor.
Yeah.
And don't let anyone take that from you. So yes, all those
That's
who
for sure.
maybe have said that to me before, I'm with you. I'm feeling you.
He's listening.
Yes, but I also know that we mentioned him a little bit ago. Our pal Gunnar Reddy has really tried to take the strategy and the tactic of trying to do some pro bono work and trying to do some things for free that will hopefully lead to bigger and better things in the future. Like one of the tactics he uses is, and other people have used, is reaching out to film schools. And schools that do student films, do other media projects,
Yes.
and trying to get in there and volunteer your services. Hey, if you've got students that are doing films and they need some voice work, let me know. I'd love to get in on it. And then the hope is that student uses you in a film, and
Yeah.
then ends up getting into Hollywood, making bigger films, making bigger projects, and remembers you.
And I know this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or this lady, depending.
Yes, depending.
So what I'm noticing, this is kind of funny. This is crossing paths with the conversation we had with Tyler and the conversation we had with Tim about luck and hard work intersecting into, I don't know, whatever that is that I can never remember.
Yeah.
It's putting yourself out there as much as your mind and body can manage, and it leads to stuff. Gunner is getting more work now, turns out. We're going to keep talking about Gunner. We know it worked for Tyler. We know it worked for Tim. We know it's working for Jim. That's with anything.
Yeah.
The more you put yourself out there and learn and do the stuff, the more you're going to do the stuff.
If you're good at what you do, eventually something will break.
And if you're not good, you're going to get better the more you do it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, it's encouragement for you and me. It's encouragement for anyone who might be listening to this who's brand new.
Gunner's been encouraging me since I met him, just seeing how much he does.
Oh, he goes out and he just hits the pavement and tries to find things, and he'll end up doing the squirreliest things, like being a host of a beauty pageant. And stuff
that sounds great.
to just lend his voice to things, and it's starting to work out for him, which is neat to see. So
oh man, you know it's not working out.
What,
Mike?
What?
I just haven't acted in like a couple hours.
Oh no!
You know, we've been doing this chatting thing, and I'm not like. You want to do that all the time. You want to chat. You want to talk about our lives and stuff. And it's
that's
fine.
Kind of what you do on a podcast, but yeah.
I don't know. Like, can't we just do the other thing?
The other thing? Mitch?
It's ChatGPT roulette.
What would you didn't even let me get the question out. I was gonna lead you in so hard, dude. I was gonna be like, what, pray tell, are you talking about, dear Mitch? And then and you just went, ChatGPT,
because I'm freaking out over here.
You are. I know how much you love to do it.
Oh my gosh! And I have something special planned. Okay, I can tell Mike's all pumped about it too. He's like,
Usually we we're like, hey, we're getting ready to do it, and then we pause and we go, okay, what are we gonna do? What kind of thing? What kind of goofy thing you want to do this time? He came in with an idea, and before we started recording, he's like, let's do this. I'm like, all right, I'm game. Let's do it. So, yeah, this will again be a little different than what we've done before. So, stay tuned, and in about 3 seconds, we coming right back. Yeah.
Bye now.
All right.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. So what are we doing today, Mitch?
Well, it's political season, and
that it is.
I'm getting slapped. We are all, as Americans, getting slapped in the face with these hilarious political ads. Even for people that I agree with, their ads are stupid. So we've made ones that are even stupider.
Because that's what we do.
Yes, indeed. And you might notice that they're running against each other.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're like us and you just can't wait for December because you're so tired of these elections, whether they be national, local, whatever,
right,
and get these ads off of your television and off of your radio, hopefully you'll at least get a kick out of these.
It'll sound exactly like what you've been hearing. Here we go. Here we go. Meet Joseph Lichten-Hopperstein, the candidate with a questionable plan. He wants to rename your children. Why stick with names like Emma or Liam when they could be Gerfelschnort or Wibberflap? Joseph thinks this is the answer to our problems. While he's focused on this bizarre idea, what about the real issues facing families? Education, pizza. It's all lost in his name game. Vote for Joseph Lichtenhopperstein, and you'll be left with more confusion than clarity for your children's future. I'm Jan Gillsbury, and I approve this message. You ready, Mike?
Meet Jan Gillsbury, the Green Party candidate who wants to force America to put pineapple on every single slice of pizza. She's pushing for this bizarre mandate, even amidst the worst pineapple shortage this country has ever seen. Is this really the change we need? While Gillsbury dreams of a world filled with sour fruit on America's favorite sliced delicacy, real Americans need a candidate who focuses on the real issues, like renaming our children. Vote Jan Gillsbury. A vote for Jan Gillsbury will leave a bad taste in your mouth for the next 4 years. Her pineapple obsession will drag this country down. What's next? Anchovies?
Paid for by Americans for Joseph Lichtenhopperstein.
Man, oh man. I don't know if I trust either of these freaks.
It'd be time to move to Canada. No comment on the current state of things. No comment.
No comment. Vote no on renaming children.
I remember when, I forget which election it was. It might have been 2016, where there was like this there was some kind of meteor that that NASA or that the space that we were tracking that was coming close to
Always,
and it was all the memes were like Trump no, Clinton no, vote for sweet meteor of death 2016.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, that's a candidate I can get behind.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I must have been off the pulse at that point.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. That's a great one.
Yes,
Well,
I love
thank you.
politics.
Yeah,
No.
I'm only loving making fun of it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that's something we can agree on that neither of us enjoy this time.
No. No matter which way you lean, and we are not a political show, and we accept all comers. I think Mitch and I both agree that, politics just, we don't like politicians. We don't like politics themselves. It's a necessary evil, but it's no fun. Just claim it. So,
Yeah. So
I
get out there and vote.
yes, but that's the thing is, no matter how much it sucks, vote for the lesser of two evils. But you got to do your civic duty. Yeah.
I don't even know, man. It could be like Honda Civic Duty for all I know. I don't know a god dang thing, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, everybody, I want you to have a wonderful night.
Me as well.
Oh, wait. You want me to have a wonderful night, or you want you to have a wonderful night?
I want you to have a wonderful night now as we record this. After we stop recording, I want our listeners to have a wonderful night as they sit in front of the fire and sip hot cocoa, snuggled up in a blankie, just listening to our podcast as they do.
Dang. Why aren't we doing that?
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye.